Hello there. So for today, what we're going to talk about is the hormone called testosterone. So many women, many people know about testosterone. We may or may not know much about it. It's definitely associated with sex drive, but it actually does a lot of important things for women. So I want to talk about today testosterone for women. And just in case you've just tuning in for the first time, I'm a family doctor, but my practice is in bioidentical hormones and integrative medicine. I'm a women's health expert. Been working with natural health for over a decade, and you can read a little bit about me on the screen or visit my website, drcaraflamer.com. So, testosterone for women. It is a hugely important hormone. Every hormone that we have in our bodies has a flavor, a personality, so to speak. And I want to share with you the personality of testosterone. So what testosterone offers women is assertiveness, confidence, creativity, boldness, sexual desire, and strength. So when you're wanting to go on a road trip and you don't really know exactly, let's say you've never been there before, but you feel confident that you can do it and you're determined you're going to read your map and plan the trip, and you're feeling courageous, like, yeah, I can do this road trip. I've never been there, but I'm going to look at the map and figure it out. That's an example of what testosterone is doing for you. It's giving you that boldness, that courage, and that confidence. And when testosterone drops, when you get older, which we'll talk about in a second, you can lose some of that boldness and confidence. And interestingly enough, a lot of women, as they get older, get more fearful of highways, for example, and driving, but not just that, just generally more fearful and less confident in themselves. So that's one example, a practical example of how testosterone is helping you. It can help you feel bold, like this whole I can do it mentality. Yeah, I can backpack around Europe all by myself for 6 weeks, no problem, I got this. And you might notice, in older people, as they get older, they get more fearful of these types of things. So it shows up practically in your life with feeling like you can do things, like you can take on the world. Also, of course, the strength I'm referring to here is feeling strong mentally and, of course, physically as well. Creativity, it's interesting how testosterone plays a role in that. So if you're writing, if you're painting, even just thinking outside of the box requires some testosterone. And I know this because in my patients who have very low testosterone, they don't have that anymore. And they tell me they feel like there's this dark veil over them and everything's just kind of gray rather than colorful. Testosterone helps us see in color, metaphorically speaking. Some of the physical traits of testosterone are obviously physical strength, muscle mass, putting on muscle, having tone in your muscle, having strong bones. It helps to build good, strong bones, preventing from osteoporosis. It helps with memory, cognitive sharpness, and it also plays a role in blood sugar regulation. So all of these things are what it's doing for you behind the scenes. And this usually comes up for women once their levels start declining close to menopause, where their bone density goes down, they feel weaker, they're working out but they can't put on muscle in the same way, their memory's not as good. Blood sugar regulation, yeah, it can play a role, but if you're low in testosterone, you can still have really good blood sugar, so you don't have to worry too much about that one. So testosterone peaks for women in our 20s. It goes down the more stress we have as we enter perimenopause and menopause, when our progesterone levels are going down, and it can be replaced. So this is something you can have compounded at a special pharmacy for you, and you can have it replaced. That's what you need to know about that. So just know that if it's gone, there's ways to bring it back, and there's other ways as well with natural remedies and with balancing your stress hormones. So I think it's important to appreciate all of these different hormones that we have. So that's why I wanted to do a little highlight on testosterone today. I hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you next time for more discussions on some of the other hormones. Have a great day.